can I help you today? Are you looking for anything specific? Nintendo Switch? Sure. Yeah, we have a lot of their products here. If you're interested in the console itself, or the games, or maybe some accessories, we have all of that available. So just let me know what specifically you would like to see. All of the above? Sure, of course. Well, we can just start with the console here. We have a, this is kind of the tester, or the display Switch that we have here in the store. As you can see, this is the original model. This is not the Switch 2 that should be out soon, hopefully, or the OLED Switch. This is the normal resolution. The Switch is very versatile. With this particular model, you're able to play on the TV through an HDMI link, or you are also able to play on the go. On the back of this here, it has a kickstand, and the kickstand lets you display the screen pretty much anywhere you want. And the controllers here are called Joy-Cons. The Joy-Cons detach from the Switch itself, and with the screen propped up, you're able to play whatever games you would like. If you're not a fan of the Joy-Cons, even though the Joy-Cons are very ergonomically sound, they do have a variety of classic type controllers. This specific Nintendo Switch branded controller is connected through a micro USB port that plugs into your Switch. And as you can tell, this has the classic Nintendo buttons, some analog sticks, a D-pad, and of course, your start and stop, along with some bumpers here, bumper buttons. And this will give you kind of a more, dare I say it, retro gaming style of experience if you are more familiar with holding a controller. That is available for purchase. Sticking with the accessories, there is a series of cases. Right now we are out of the hard cases, which I would probably prefer or recommend for your Switch, just as a deeper level of protection against any kind of falls or any kind of damage like that. But this is the soft case. As you can tell, it is made of like a durable cloth, and this is just for traveling purposes. You're able to take your Switch and put it in the soft case like so, and then you can zip it up. And with it zipped up, it is fairly protected. Now, like I mentioned prior, if you drop this from a large distance onto anything very hard, the soft case is going to only offer so much protection. But it is better than nothing, especially if you're traveling, and let's say this is just in your suitcase somewhere. This is clearly enough protection for your Switch. Now, with some accessories and the console out of the way, let's talk about the games. We have a series of games here, and I won't spend too much time on each one, but I will kind of give you a classic overview of what is in store in each game. So, starting out here, we have The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. This is a remastered type of game. It's role-playing and problem-solving and puzzle-solving. This was a game in, I want to say, the early 2000s, and they have just taken that and updated the graphics. It's very, very fun, and I would recommend if you like a more platforming style of game. We have Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. This is a fighting style game with a series of characters that you can choose from a very, very large roster. This is the latest installment in the Smash Brothers game, and this has incorporated every character there is in the series so far. So, if you're particular on that, that is a very good pick. We have Super Mario RPG. Much like Link's Awakening, this game is a remastered, remake, re-engineered graphics, whatever you want to say, type of platforming RPG, obviously, from Super Mario RPG from the 90s. This game is excellent, and I would highly recommend it. We also have Super Mario Bros. Wonder. This is the latest installment in the Super Mario Brothers franchise. Again, it is a platformer with some very, very fun mechanics. And if you enjoy a type of platformer that features levels and a bunch of hidden little puzzles, I would highly recommend this. Next, we have Metroid Dread. This is an original Metroid title for the Nintendo Switch. Again, it is a platformer, and it's very atmospheric. Again, Nintendo's classic problem-solving, puzzle-solving mechanics. There is a lot of backtracking and use of items in this game, and it has a very, dreadful tone to it. It's very, very fun. I would highly recommend it. Sticking with Metroid, we have Metroid Prime Remastered. This is a remastered edition of Metroid Prime, which came out on Nintendo's GameCube in the early 2000s. It was a big hit. It was the first Metroid game that attempted a 3D atmosphere instead of a platforming atmosphere. And this remastered version not only allows you to play it on the Switch, which can be mobile, it also remastered all of the graphics, which is beautiful. We have Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. This is the Zelda exclusive Nintendo Switch game. It is open world, and it features Nintendo's classic problem-solving, puzzle-solving components within it. And it is the latest edition of the Legend of Zelda series. Speaking of this, we have Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. This is the second Legend of Zelda game to come out on the Switch. Again, just like Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom is a continuation of the story. It is also open world, featuring problem solving and puzzle solving mechanics. In my personal opinion, I enjoyed Tears of the Kingdom slightly more. I think they took Breath of the Wild and just made it slightly better. We have Borderlands Legendary Collection for the Nintendo Switch. There is 3 games in here. There's Borderlands, the pre-sequel, and Borderlands 2, and of course, Borderlands. This is a very fun shooter, and honestly, this is just quite a good deal. If you enjoy a good shooter and you have a Switch, this is just a classic deal for a very highly praised game. And it has a pretty interesting art style as well. Here we have Animal Crossing New Horizons. If you're not much for problem solving and puzzle solving, you might try this. This is a type of customization game. You're able to customize the island that you stay on, along with your house and your neighbors, and pretty much anything, your outfit or anything as such. And it's very, very fun. This is a game much like the Zelda games that you can easily sink many, many hours into. So it's kind of the game that just keeps on giving. And honestly, unlike most games, there's really no end to this game. It could go on forever if you would like. Paper Mario and the Origami King. Again, this is a Mario-based game. It is a role-playing game that is a platformer. There is a combat-based system. So if you are a fan of turn-based attack games, this is very fun. This game was surprisingly long, and if you played one of the other Paper Marios, either on the Nintendo 64 or the GameCube, this was a nice addition to the series. Super Mario Odyssey is the latest addition in the Super Mario games. In the 3D Super Mario games, there is platformer Super Mario games, and then there is collection-based 3D Super Mario games, and this is the latest addition into that series. I must say, I have played most of the 3D collection-based Super Mario games, and this is my favorite. There is lots to explore and little fun things hidden throughout each level. An excellent game. Lastly, we have Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. These are the latest additions of the Pokemon games in the Nintendo franchise. It introduced some new Pokemon and a new story, much like the recent releases of all of the series in Pokemon. This game was very fun, unlike some of the other Pokemon games in the past that are very linear. This actually is a style of Pokemon game that is somewhat open world based. So, even though there is a suggested order to play this game in, you really don't have to follow it to a T, which can lead to some creativity and some fun experiences. Okay, now that I've covered everything, is there any games that